looking forward to this match here at Wembley. That little kid doing the Ravanelli, not that he'll have any idea who Ravanelli is, but I'm sure his mum and dad could tell him. And in the sunshine, the Arsenal and Manchester City fans looking forward to this game. A few things to look out for. Like in the World Cup, games are going to run on a lot longer this season. Game at Hillsborough in the Championship, 15 minutes cumulatively of stoppage time, so the clock won't stop at 45 or 90 minutes. Much more emphasis on dissent, not allowing it, yellow cards, time added on for goal celebrations as well as the shield itself comes out.
It's from Wembley.
SV has always been a leader in developing innovative products and services that simplify and streamline the everyday lives of craftsmen. Now it's that time again.
Champions Travel. Official packages available for Arsenal, Chelsea, Liverpool, Manchester United, Tottenham Hotspur, Celtic, FC Barcelona and many more. Formula 1, tennis, rugby, NFL, concerts.
Book your dream trip now.
Champions Travel. Make it happen.
Welcome back. Let's get the lineups for the Community Shield of 2023. Away from Emma Hayes and Roy Keane with Mark Pugac next. At half-time, it is Arsenal 0, Manchester City 0.
I think with Rice dropping into almost create a back three, and from there it allowed White to get a little bit higher, and then first chance of the game. And I think the momentum shifted, and I think you're starting to see a little bit why Arsenal are a little bit further ahead than Man City. But overall, you know, a bit for both teams.
It was like they got their second wind. It took them 20-25 minutes to get their second wind. It started pressing a bit better. Yeah, and they just got that one or two chances. They looked sharper, but City were brilliant the first half an hour. No real goal threat. But Arsenal responded well and had the best chances.
We talked about Kai Havertz and the impact he might make playing in that false nine. And when we have a look at the first chance, watching the game, you pointed out that's when Declan Rice dropped in, wasn't it, to more of a defensive position to pick the ball up.
Arsenal, nice movement.
Pass of the game.
Yeah,
Odegaard,
lovely.
right?
And again, I guess like they're getting a bit sharper as the game goes on.
Is that Havertz in a nutshell, though, in terms of how many goals he can be relied upon to score, that he's not? I mean, who is in the bracket of a Haaland or a Kane? Is that the issue in a nutshell?
Yeah, but also I try and give him a little bit of a breather in terms of he's new to the club. What you would say about any striker, at least he's getting the chances, but we've seen that too many times before with him, particularly at Chelsea. Just not quite clinical enough.
He's in the right areas. I mean, it's an early game. I think the first chance was behind him. Perhaps he could have done a little bit better with the second, but I think he will get chances in this team.
We'll go easy on him today.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, this time last year, Haaland missed a chance, and we went, well, he's in the right position, and we're confident he will get a number of goals, which he did. Yeah. Is that just a reputational thing that you're thinking he's scored 9, 14 and 9 in all comps, Havertz, the last 3 seasons? Is that why we're saying there's a little bit of uncertainty because those numbers?
Yeah, of course, he's not a natural goal scorer, simple as that.
Yeah. Well, what about from the Manchester City point of view? Again, it was Rodri, wasn't it, doing what we've just seen from Rice with the early efforts?
Well, it's narrow defending from both teams. You can see even the way that Arsenal have set up, they're not allowed.
Keepers will have to be wary because the quality of these players, they will punish you.
Did you feel the first 20 minutes from Arsenal's point of view it was almost a nerves thing or an inferiority complex? They beat Manchester City, beat them 3 times last season and go, actually, hang on a second, we have to have the confidence that we have got better.
Yeah, that'll be part of it. And of course, no matter what stage of season is with Man City, whether they're a week or 2 behind, they will dominate possession. But again, I think Arsenal almost got their second breath. It took them a half an hour to get a feel for the game, and they certainly look sharper than City going forward.
0-0 then at half-time. New protocols this season, they're certainly having an impact. Stuart Atwell in that first half. Yellow card, Partey kicking the ball away. Absolutely no hesitation from the referee. Ditto Alvarez kicking the ball away, yellow card. And Mikel Arteta, no messing with the referee today. We've got live coverage of the Women's World Cup last 16 match between Colombia and Jamaica Tuesday morning here on ITV1 at 8:30. And on Saturday morning, a look back at the groundbreaking series with the best of Saint and Greavesy, featuring the biggest names in football and sport in the 80s and 90s. Watch out for new episodes throughout August, and you can catch up with an FA Cup special on ITVX. I think inevitably, with 6 subs allowed from 9, we might see quite a few changes in the second half. Emil Smith-Rowe didn't start a single game for Arsenal last season. Bit of conjecture whether he would be sacrificed for Arsenal to make money. Fans love like a new signing. He might be, but it's a huge season for him.
Yeah, he's a huge talent. I know the fans think highly of him, and perhaps carried a bit of injury last year, so it will feel like a new signing. I think he is certainly somebody who can come back into this Arsenal team. He understands the manager's ideas. He's got a lot of qualities, and I think he will grow into the season.
And Calvin Phillips might have thought that he'd get a chance with Gundogan moving on, but Kovacic has come in. Ditto everything we just said about Smith-Rowe in a way. It didn't happen for him last season.
It's not happening, and he must be worried. You know, Pep's given him 1 or 2 opportunities, but the few games I've seen him come on and go back to last season, he just needs to speed things up. It's as if he's sometimes just going through the motions. Really good player, and again, you kind of do feel for him, because some of these players, they do need a run of games to get a bit of rhythm into their game, and they're not getting it, but it must be very frustrating.
Just talking to Eddie Nketiah, who's on the bench. Manchester City begin their title defence against Burnley. Vincent Kompany's Burnley on Friday. Arsenal against Roy's old team, Nottingham Forest, Saturday lunchtime as well. I think we'll see a lot of subs, don't you? Because if you think about it, Arsenal and LA this week, and Manchester City were in Seoul, so you've got that issue as well.
Yeah, but at the same time, they've got to prepare players for the 90 minutes and the rigour of the Premier League a week later. So a lot of these players may not have played 90 minutes, and while you've got to gradually build to that, I think maybe the subs will come a little bit later into the game.
Yeah, I agree. I definitely think some players, talking about pre-season, everyone getting 45 minutes to 60 minutes. But mentally, players want to get 90 minutes under their belt, and there's a good pace to the game. There's a good atmosphere out there, so a lot of the players will want to get that. But obviously, Pep, again, looking at the bigger picture, and the beauty is for both managers, they have got great options off the bench.
There's a 2 of Arsenal's injured players, former Manchester City players, of course, Jesus and Zinchenko. There's Kovacic, first 45 minutes here at Wembley for his new club, as we rejoin Lee Dixon and Sam Matterface with Arsenal in the tunnel, ready for the second half.
Shot of Aaron Ramsdale there. We just saw Ederson in playful mood. But
So to penalties we go. I think, bearing in mind it's pre-season, the players quite relieved not to have another half an hour of extra time. What did you make of Arsenal just about eking out an equaliser? Was that fair enough? Or they got a little bit lucky, obviously, with the deflection off Akanji.
Yeah, I mean, I felt the game changed when Foden and De Bruyne came in, and I thought Man City took control of the game. But you know, the last few minutes of the game, you could see Man City were pushed deep. Arsenal committed.
Vieira with the crucial penalty kick. 1-1 in 90 minutes. Arsenal win 4-1 on penalties.
A late equaliser for Arsenal and a win on penalties. Analysis, reaction and the trophy lift to come after the break as Mikel Arteta finally gets the better of Pep Guardiola. Arsenal on the spot.
quite the step up for the South Americans. Jamaica looking to create a new chapter. For Colombia!
And it's the captain! Vital goal for Jamaica!
Oh, yes! They are making everyone take notice now!
Coverage of the Women's World Cup continues in the coming days. Jamaica knocked out Brazil in the group stage and take on Colombia last 16 Tuesday morning, 8:30 here on ITV1. We hopefully have an England quarter-final match for you next Saturday too, if they can advance past Nigeria. Somewhere in Australia, because England are going well and Arsenal have won on the penalty shootout. Ian.
He's up against the left footer. Arteta's obviously enjoying it. Yeah, I think it's not great defending, but beautiful finished. We had a great view of it.
That's the most important team in Mikel Arteta's life. Two of his three boys. One of them actually was on tour in the USA with him, so they're enjoying a very special day with their dad at Wembley after winning on penalties. And then, as we talked about Ramsdale at 1-0, he actually then comes up with a couple of massive saves, doesn't he? Otherwise it's all over and City do win the Community Shield.
Yeah, I mean, that's the difference in the game. Instead of City going 2-0 up, they left Arsenal in the game. So full credit to Aaron Ramsdale, I think.
It's Arsenal's day. Do you see a Cole Palmer or Rico Lewis are having significant impact and playing time this season?
Well, yeah, it's going to be very difficult for any young player at Man City. Listen, Pep gets that trust in him. When you turn up in games like this and put the ball in the back of the net, yeah, then you're going to win that trust from Pep. It's going to be very, very difficult. Clearly a talented boy. I loved his interview, cool as a breeze. I think he was calling Pep. What happened to Boss and Gaffer? Obviously, no bit of respect there. But yeah, quality player. City have produced some brilliant young players over the last few years. Then the key is, can they get that run of games, bit of consistency.
Emma, I want to ask you about the Lionesses before we go, because it's been a terrific World Cup, a lot of surprises. How are you feeling about the Nigeria game? And Lauren James's fantastic displays and goals.
Yeah, I mean, listen, it's a team game. So England as a team, you know, have the ability to go all of the way. And I think their last performance will give them a lot of confidence. And yes, this player is special. She's got the ability to do that. But the team as a whole, I think, you know, they're performing well. And the fact that maybe Kira Walsh could be coming back for the side, they're going to play a relative unknown in Nigeria, a very, very physical team. And I think it's how they master that is the biggest hurdle they have to overcome, but they've got all the quality to do it.
We will see. Thank you very much indeed. We've had a great afternoon here at Wembley. And one last reminder, you can see Colombia take on Jamaica for a place in the Women's World Cup quarter-finals on Tuesday morning here at ITV1. And we'll have highlights of the weekend's MotoGP action from Silverstone tomorrow night, 8 o'clock ITV4. You can hear from Arteta and Pep Guardiola online. Vieira wins it from the spot against the Manchester team. We've heard that before. What's it going to mean? We'll find out. Bye-bye.
The season starts here in the sunshine at Wembley. This is Kai Havertz. It's a great save. Martinelli. It's another brilliant save by Stefan Ortega. It's Cole Palmer. Offside. Deflection in. Arsenal won it. Finally they get the better of Manchester City.